Hello, welcome to Map Business Online, another video presentation of our application. Today we're going to talk a little bit about Buttards and Rugrats, which are a calculated data column I've made here. Um, and the way I do a calculated data column is I go over here to zip codes, click the edit gear, click general, go down to manage calculated data columns, and you can see I've created these different um, calculated data columns. So if I was going to do a new one, I'd click that, start a new one. Let's look at the ratio that I built. So what I did was I went into my demographic data and I grabbed the lowest segments by age, the 5 lowest segments, and I moved them over here. And I picked the oldest segments up above from 65 years and up, and I moved them up here, the 5 oldest segments. And then I set this to divide, and I made sure my number was number and that my decimal was reasonable, and I clicked change data column. And that gave me that function on the map that shows me the ratio of Buttards to Rugrats at 0.065 for that particular zip code. So it's done by zip code. That's what I color coded the map based on. So I've got a ratio of Buttards to Rugrats in my legend, and there's how it breaks down for purple. That means there's more younger people than there are older people. And for red, there's a lot more older people than there are younger people. You can see how in the Florida area here, you get into some real buttered sections there, 14.9, 15. And of course, we'll give global warming a few more years, but that'll take care of a lot of those areas. And then if we go back out to a national level, you've got that whole sort of view of the US based on that color code right across the zip code scheme, which I did up here by clicking on my color code by zip code button and then setting up my ranges to reflect the purple, orange, blue, and red based on these ratio levels. So that's how I did that. I also brought in some hospital points and then I color coded those using the color code by point functionality so that I summarized by zip code and then created some colors on the map to reflect the level of beds that are available for all those Buttards that we've got in those communities. So that's how I built my ratio map using the Map Business Online calculated data column. So it's an advanced use of the product. So you're going in there and setting up a formula and using that formula to describe things on the map. You know, and I did other things like if you drill right in, you'll see that you can pull labels. I've got calculated data labels here that have been brought right into the application and put in the labels in the zip codes. So I went into the zip codes under labels, formatted the labels, and then added from my calculated data column. So go to mapbusinessonline.com, take our free trial, and certainly let us know how we can help. 207, actually, that's www.mapbusinessonline.com. Thanks very much.